Little Lorraine is a 2025 crime drama thriller right here from Canada, debuting at the 2025 Toronto International Film Festival from director Andy Hines, who actually was making his feature-length film directorial debut. It stars Stephen Amell as well as Sean Astin and J Balvin. Okay. And this was one I didn't know much about, but it's actually based on a true story from the 1980s about drug smuggling through a coastal Cape town that sees itself hit some hard times after 10 men are killed in a mining accident, leaving the mining industry in somewhat disarray. So I wasn't familiar with this original story, but I reached out to see the film while I was here at the festival, and I think it's solid. Now, overall, I'd say this feels like a streaming film, something you would catch while scrolling through looking for something new to watch on one of the streaming services, but I do think it's one of the higher quality of those. Now that comes right down to like the cinematography is quite flat, quite bright throughout the most of it. Looks kind of like a streaming film in that sense. A lot of our background acting performances specifically, they struggled a little bit. Now I do think most of our core cast are pretty solid and deliver what they need to deliver, and I think the story is very intriguing. Now, the first 2/3 of this film feel pretty standard procedure. Like we've seen this before, crime thriller, drama movie like this, where good guy gets kind of wrapped up in somebody else's mess, and bad detective comes on into the news scene and threatens to put it all in jeopardy. However, the film takes some turns in that third act I was not anticipating. So kudos to this film for giving me a few shocks. Yeah, the ending really got me. I was like, oh damn, okay, I love that actually. Yes. Also, I thought J Balvin was a lot of fun in this film. I have to say, he has like the best running gag in here about coffee, the Canadian coffee versus his homeland Colombian coffee. It's wonderful. So overall, I think Little Lorraine is not exceptional. It's not one I'm probably going to remember once I leave this festival. But it was a solid enough watch that I think is worthwhile checking out if you do happen to catch it on streaming. I don't know that you need to head out to a movie theater for this one, but look for Little Lorraine on a streaming service once it releases.